Hey, business building warrior. Welcome to Silent Sales Machine Radio Podcast. This is going to be an unusually short episode, but I really wanted to get the word out to you about something that's happening January 21st. It's a webinar that you simply cannot miss. It's a demonstration of how reselling has been reduced to 2 steps. Now, it's still a real business. There's still important decisions to be made. There's still elements of work and risk and reward that go into anything worth doing in life, right? But reselling has been reduced to 2 steps, and we're going to show you how that works. Using artificial intelligence, you can now scrape products from anywhere and everywhere, all over the internet. How you find the products, it doesn't matter. There's dozens of tools out there that can help you find great products. We've got a couple of great partners right now, Arbisource and Nepeto, who are tremendous at this. Tactical arbitrage can help you find products. You can use buy lists. You can just watch what other sellers are selling and scrape their entire catalog into this database. So we've got sellers finding dozens, hundreds, 1,000 ASINs per day and dumping them into 3P Mercury. The tool then tells you, the seller, which of those hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of products makes the most sense for you to sell at any given time. That's the 2 simple steps we've been talking about around here. Find products, let the software tell you what to sell. We're going to do a demonstration of all the latest features of 3P Mercury on January 21st. There's a link in the show notes near this video or near this audio so you can register. If you miss it, if you're listening to this after January 21st, good news. We intend to record it and post it at that same link. But there is a temporary offer associated with this webinar that you're going to want to take advantage of. So watch it as soon as possible. Be a part of the event and ask your questions live. So you've got to see this demonstration. What does this software do? Well, dozens of features that automate your reselling business in ways that have never been possible before. But perhaps the one we're most excited about is the way that it watches 15 different data points and tells you at any given time which of your catalog of products makes the most sense for you to sell. It's work that would take you 4 or 5 minutes per product to do yourself. So do the math. Let's say you've got 1,500 products that you could be selling on Amazon. These are products you're tracking. You got them on a spreadsheet or somewhere else. How do you know when it's time to jump back into one of these? What if you had software intelligently monitoring 15 different data points telling you which of those products makes the most sense to sell right now? You don't have to do that work yourself. The tedious work of monitoring all your old ASINs has been removed from Amazon selling. And that's just one of the many incredible features of 3P Mercury. It's going to soon be tracking the best pricing for you on your catalog as well. So you're using real-time pricing without having to update the prices, your own buy prices in the database. It's incredible what artificial intelligence and smart programming is making possible for sellers. And on January 21st, we're going to do a demo. There's a link in the notes today. We want you to join us. So today's podcast episode was simply an encouragement to join us and watch a demonstration on January 21st. If you can't make it, we're going to record it, post the video on that same page, the same registration page link that's in the notes. It'll have the video there with a temporary mind-blowing offer to get you rolling the same way you've heard dozens of great success story episodes on this very podcast. Scroll back in time, you'll hear them. People are talking about 3P Mercury like crazy in our Facebook group, on our podcast. They're mentioning the success they're having with the tool, how it's changing the game. Right now, this is my contention, right now, January 2026 is arguably the greatest time ever to get started as an Amazon seller, specifically a reseller. Why is that? The tools and technology we have now, far superior to anything we've ever had before. 3P Mercury being the crown jewel of that offer. So you've got that. You've got Amazon. And yes, there's always challenges with Amazon. This isn't all sunshine and rainbows, of course. Amazon will always present challenges. I love that they do. It keeps it from being so easy that anybody can push a couple buttons and boom, you're in business. If it was that easy, everyone would do it and the opportunity would vanish. But the fact is, there's just enough friction there that we help you navigate, that it's keeping out the weak sellers, the weak entrepreneurs, the people who aren't willing to put in a little time and energy. They get filtered out. It's just those of us who are using the right tools and paying attention to Amazon's policies and applying what we know to that platform. And it's creating as consistent results as we've ever seen. That's just the bottom line. We're more consistently turning clueless newbies into success stories than we ever have before. Amazon policy has been clarified, it's being more consistently enforced, and the tools are better than they've ever been. You've got to get back into this business if it's been a while. The protection of your capital, your initial investment capital, has never been stronger. It's a lot harder to make stupid decisions if you do the business the way we teach it. So I'd love to encourage you, attend this webinar, come in confident, ready to learn some new things. Listen to some of the recent podcast episodes. I'll tell you a good one to go back and listen to would be 1101. 1101, podcast episode 1101. That's just me talking into the microphone about the two different ways that reselling can be done now. The old way, which still works well, and a lot of people are doing it, and I'm happy for them. But it's so much more work and so much more intensity and so much more risk and reward involved versus the new way, which is simply loading products into 3P Mercury and letting the software tell you what to buy. It's been so simplified. Do not overcomplicate this business. See you at the webinar on January 21st. Thank you for being a part of this community. Check out some of the great recent podcast episodes. I mean, I interviewed a guy yesterday, multiple seven-figure seller doing only online arbitrage, coming in at about 20% net margins on his incredible business. Don't let anyone tell you that this business is saturated or hard or not like it used to be. We're seeing signs everywhere that the future is super bright. The numbers and the data back it up. Maybe before I wrap up, I just got to let you know, what are those numbers and data I'm referring to? You can go do your own research and see if I'm telling you the truth here or not. I am. Amazon represents half approximately of all transactions online in the United States any given day. Half of all e-commerce approximately is Amazon. But e-commerce itself is still far less than 20% of retail spending in the US, meaning the fastest growing segment in the US economy, e-commerce, is still relatively small compared to traditional retail. And it's got a very bright future. The future looks brighter than it ever has, as a matter of fact. More and more people are shopping online. Amazon continues to set records every month. Every quarter is better than the previous year's quarter or previous year's month. Growth is the norm for Amazon, and the future looks very bright. They're building tons of warehouses all over the United States. What's that mean? If you put all those facts together, there are millions of shoppers using Amazon who are disappointed daily that they can't get the popular items that they want, the common everyday products they want. They can't get them fast enough. Why? There's not enough sellers filling the shelves of Amazon's massive warehouse network with all these popular products. You can set your prices high and people will buy it. DoorDash shoppers all over Amazon all day, every day. If you don't know what DoorDash is, that's how you pay 10 times what you should pay for a lukewarm meal. And they're making a ton of money. Why? Because people want convenience. People want to use an app and grab the stuff they need, and it's going to be on their porch in a few minutes. That's what Amazon provides, unlike any other website out there. And the shelves are empty or almost empty on millions of the most popular products. So when you combine those market forces with the tools we have, with how clarifying Amazon has been recently with their policies, what is and isn't allowed, you can source any authorized retail store, any authorized website, hundreds of thousands of places you can go to get great inventory. The rules of the game have never been this clear, this simplified, and the tools have never been this powerful, nor has the forecast looked this bright. And it's not just one guy's theory. I'm sitting here in a crowd of people who are doing it all day, every day. So hopefully that gives you a great deal of confidence. Come check out the webinar on the 21st. We'll see you there. You're going to be blown away by what we've built here. And I can't wait to show it to you. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. More good episodes coming for you very soon.